begin with an Egyptian court has ordered, accepted a prosecution appeal in the Port Said football killings case, meaning that 21 people sentenced to death in connection with an infamous riot will be retried. The defendants were charged with the murder of over 70 Ahli club football fans in February 2012 at an Egyptian league match between Al Masri and Ahli. The court also rejected 9 appeals from other defendants. Ahli fans alleged that officers had failed to protect them and done nothing to stop the violence as it escalated. Al Masri fans also insisted that the riot had been orchestrated by the police and Mubarak supporters. The retrial will take place in a different court district of the Port Said Criminal Court. The professional soccer season in the USA starts again next month, and our reporter Adam Hunt visited the Philadelphia Union at the training camp in Florida to meet an African international with quite a story.
Many children in Africa grow up with dreams of becoming a soccer player, but few actually make it. Michael Lahoud is one that has. But even after 7 years of playing professionally in the USA, it wasn't until he made his international debut for Sierra Leone during a World Cup qualifier last year that he felt that he truly made it.
It really hit me the day of the game when I got my kit and I was in my hotel room, and when you first get a jersey, it doesn't mean as much to you because it's new, it's not familiar, and it was until I took the jersey out, laid it on the bed, and looked at the FIFA patch, and on the other side it said 2014 World Cup qualifier, that I was just like in awe.
Despite spending most of his life in America, Lahoud is proud of his ties to the country he grew up in until 6 years of age. In 1992, his family was forced to flee the civil war in Sierra Leone, and even at that age, the dangers were clearly present.
The war had literally spread to Freetown months before, and where we lived, I think we lived off Thunder Hill. And so growing up, I remember my grandma would always tell me, hey, don't go into the bushes because the boogeyman will get you. There's some bad people there. And I didn't know she literally meant it.
Lahoud and his family first moved to Washington, D.C., and America didn't quite turn out to be what Lahoud had imagined.
I thought I was coming to America, which is like what you see overseas. Everyone thinks America is Hollywood. So I thought I was going to Hollywood, and when I got to D.C., it wasn't Hollywood. It was totally different from everything I was used to.
But Lahoud was able to overcome the initial difficulties and thrived in his new life. He earned his degree and signed his first professional soccer contract straight out of university. At 27, he's now an experienced player for the Philadelphia Union in the MLS, but his past is never far from his mind.
For me, I still a lot of times see myself as the little boy that came from Africa. So I feel like I'm part of a story that's still being written, which is pretty amazing. And 20 some odd years ago, I left, where I'm from, which is Sierra Leone, and was able to come to the States, get an education, and live out, my dream to be a professional footballer. So I just want to keep it going and see where it goes.
Well, it's a long way from Sierra Leone to the USA, and Michael Lahoud has had to overcome plenty to get here. But as his team are busy preparing for a new season in the MLS, he's determined to keep making the most of every chance he gets in the place he calls the land of opportunity. Adam Hunt, CCTV Africa, Deltona, Florida.